I am Rousey Stein.
Phil Letter.
Dana Letter.
Michelle Elsie.
Good afternoon. Today we'll be addressing the need for blood and why I need you to donate blood. Did you know if an additional 1% of Americans give blood, the shortage would be eliminated? Every 2 seconds in America, someone needs blood. 37% of the population is eligible to donate blood, but only 10% actually donate. 43,000 pints are needed each day in America and Canada, and blood banks often run short of O and B. Why is that, and how can we help fulfill this need? Giving blood is vital, and everyone needs to do it. In the next few minutes, I will be addressing the reasons why I need you to give blood starting right now. Did you know 1 in 7 patients entering through the emergency room needs a blood transfusion? That's correct, 1 in 7 patients. In fact, most people with sickle cell anemia need transfusions monthly. At this point, there is not enough blood to fulfill this need. Most people will need a transfusion sometime in their lives, whether it's a friend or a loved one. On average, 2.7 pints of blood is needed per transfusion. By donating blood, you can ensure there is enough for all that need. 1 out of every 15 patients die waiting for a transplant, partly due to the lack of blood for surgery. Depending on your blood type, some patients are passed over when an organ becomes available. Would you want a loved one to miss the opportunity for a new life just because there's not enough blood? There is great satisfaction in blood. Many people do it to help family members or loved ones. In addition, many people donate blood for their own satisfaction and to give back to society. Did you know 1 pint of blood can save 3 lives? Other reasons to donate blood is it leads to a healthier lifestyle. Did you know that people tend to take in more iron than is needed? Iron can be found in animal products and vegetables. Taking in too much iron can cause cellular changes in the body. This can increase the risk of heart disease and cancer. In fact, studies have shown men who give blood regularly are less likely to have heart attacks. You ask, how can I give this miracle, right? Here's how. The American Red Cross is the leading source of blood in America. It was founded in 1940 and is a leading source of donated blood today. The Red Cross supplies 40% of the blood in America. The Red Cross holds over 200,000 blood drives per year and donates to over 3,000 hospitals throughout the country. The process is simple. Just go online at www.redcross.org to find a center or blood drive near you. Next, make an appointment for giving blood. Be sure to eat plenty and drink plenty before your appointment and bring a friend if possible. You will also need to maintain a healthy level of iron. You can do this by eating foods rich in iron such as seafood and vegetables prior to giving blood. When arriving at the donor center, be sure to have your driver's license and your blood donor card. You will be asked several questions and a mini physical will take place. After all that is done, a tech will draw your blood. Typically only 1 pint of blood is taken. So many people can give this gift. Giving blood is free and is very safe, not to mention all the great snacks offered afterwards. The materials for the donation are all disposable and thrown away, so there's no need to worry about unsafe conditions. Less than 1 pint of blood is taken, and within 24 hours, your body replaces the blood. The time needed to give blood is minimal. All in all, the process will take 1 hour from start to finish. Next, I'd like to share a story from an anonymous donor. And it goes like this. Hi, my name is Tina. I'm 54 years old and I'm O negative. So is my mom. I learned early how important our blood was. I remember when the local hospital would call on my mom to give in an emergency. She would just rush over and get turned away due to high blood pressure. I decided then when I would give, when I was old enough, if I could. It has been somewhat rocky over the years for me to give. Many times my blood moved out very slowly down the tube. I have passed out a couple of times. I tend to feel tired afterwards. Through the patience of excellent nurses, drinking plenty of water, eating right, I have become a bona fide blood donor and feel proud and happy that I can give. It gives me satisfaction knowing that I am saving other people's lives. Guys, there's plenty of stories similar to this. Giving blood is a gift, especially when there is no substitute for human blood. When you consider the potential health benefits of giving blood along with the joy of giving to others in need, it's no wonder that giving blood is so popular. An hour spent relaxing in a chair every 2 months is all it takes to do it. It will benefit both your health and the health of the lucky recipient. Someone out there is someone waiting for your generous gift of life. Let's all remember, 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives. Please join me today and give blood. Thank you. Michelle, you have a question.
Yes, you said that 1 pint of blood will save 3 people's lives. However, you only take a half a pint from each person?
Well, that's a great question, Michelle. Actually, the Red Cross will take approximately 1 pint every 2 months.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. Dana, you must have a question. We'll skip you and come back. Phil, you must have a question.
Yeah, if I have a cold, should I postpone my giving blood to wait till it's over?
Yet another excellent question. Absolutely. If you're feeling sick at all, you should postpone. Call the Red Cross or go online at www.redcross and cancel your appointment because you need to be 100% healthy in order to donate blood. Great question. Roz, you must have one.
I can't think of one right now.
Okay, great. Are there any other questions, folks?
I have a question. I thought of it. I forgot. What if you've been out of the country or have tattoos?
Yet another good question, Dana. Well, if you've been out of the country, when you take the mini physical, they ask you a bunch of questions, and at that point, you'll tell them the answers depending on what part of the country you've been, different countries you've been to. For instance, if you've been to parts of Africa, then the answer would be no, you're not allowed to give blood. But if you've been to parts of Europe or Asia, then it probably would be okay. But those questions will be answered at the time of your mini physical. Thanks for asking.
How can you find out if you have a problem giving blood if you've been to a country but it's not one of those, and you don't know if it's one of those that are?
Well, when you do your mini physical, it's a good question. When you do your mini physical, there's a questionnaire, and based on your answers, it will determine whether or not you're eligible.
Can you call anyone beforehand to find out so you don't have to?
Well, if you're a first timer?
Well, no, if you've, whatever, first timer, if you've been.
If you're not a first timer, you kind of know the questions that are going to be asked.
Okay.
Well, thanks, folks. I appreciate it. One more question over here by Michelle.
Yes. I think I just forgot.
Okay.
Okay. I'll pass on that one.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, everyone. I appreciate your time.